Bonjour YouTube, welcome back to Talking Thursdays.
Today we will talk about how to get an apartment in France. Is it difficult or what are the documents to get an apartment? So let's start.
So the first thing about getting an apartment in France, you need to start looking ASAP, and you need to, if you're looking for an apartment, you really need to do your research and you really need to look around. The cats are running around. For instance, if you want to get an apartment in Paris, it's super difficult to get an apartment in Paris. When you want to get an apartment, there are several ways you need to look for it. The first way is to look through the agencies that are online and also in your area, or in the area where you want to move to, or the city where you want to move to. These agencies, they either have the properties that they are leasing out or that they're selling.
As far as I know, if you do it through the agency, you need to pay them some percentage.
Yeah,
probably 10% or 15%.
Agencies, they take the fee, of course. The other way is to go directly through websites like Pap.fr or Seloger.fr. We'll put the list of these websites in the description below. Over there, you see the announcements, and oftentimes those announcements, those ads, they are posted by the owners of the apartments themselves. So that way you bypass the agency and you contact them directly. The plus thing is that you can look at the website and you can look at the properties, you can see them already without even calling anyone. The minus thing is that oftentimes those properties are already taken, or there's already a waiting list, or you basically need to be quick and you need to send out your profile as well to those people. Speaking of the profiles,
I think people may think that getting an agency is so easy and you will get through the apartment so quickly, but that's not correct, because oftentimes agencies will reject you because you need so many documents, like you need to prove them your income is higher than the rent. They may ask it should be higher, it should be 3 times higher than the rent, and you need to show them your tax declaration
for the previous year.
Yeah, exactly. And also you need to give them a guarantor.
Yeah, a person who will pay for you.
Yeah, in case you cannot pay for the rent, you need to show them this person should be taking care of the rent. So
I want to kill her.
Okay. And of course you need to have a legal status. You need to have a permit to stay in France, either French passport, French ID, or the residence permit. And
you need to have a job, most importantly.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And also you need to have a French bank account.
Yeah.
French bank account, not any other, but French. In case of one missing document, you will be rejected by the agency.
By the agencies, yes. Yeah.
You will be definitely rejected by the agency.
And if you don't have these documents, you need to look around. You need to ask around. You need to look on social media, Facebook pages. There are Facebook pages with people doing this. They offer their houses for lease. Sometimes people use Airbnb as an option, but the problem with Airbnb, they're legally only allowed to lease it out to you for
120 days.
120 days. Yeah, so it's not long term, it's short term. And it's quite expensive compared to the normal rent.
Yeah. For the students, you need to have a guarantor.
Yeah.
If you don't have a job, if you are a student, you need to have someone to pay for your rent.
Yeah.
But if you are not a worker or a student, what will you do? Then good luck. It's quite difficult to get a house.
But it's possible.
Of course it's possible.
It's possible.
You need to get it not through the agency, but directly with the owner.
And why is it so difficult? The reason is because it's difficult to kick someone out of the house once they move in France. The law protects people who are leasing the houses, and we don't know the details exactly because we're not lawyers, but basically it's been well known actually that it's difficult to kick someone out of the house if they stop paying. Also, but this particularly relates to Paris, because the city is so small and it's so overpopulated. It's tiny. There are not enough houses in the city, so to get an apartment, don't think that you just roll up and you'll be living like Emily in Paris, for example. That's very difficult to find such houses. It's extremely difficult. It's very expensive. And as I said,
I forget about finding. Renting an apartment is difficult.
Yeah.
You can find it, but the problem is to rent.
to get it,
Yeah.
because your dossier, sometimes people ask ridiculous things. They don't only ask you to show them the, your income, your tax declarations, and other things about yourself.
Bank statement.
Bank statement. Like sometimes they could ask for things that you just be like, "What the heck? Why are you asking me this?" But they do. So the dossier point, especially with agencies, is a very important thing. Sometimes they ask for references from the previous people that you've leased the house from.
Yeah. Dossier is a French name.
Dossier, yeah, this is like file.
File.
As I said, we will put the links below to the websites that we found helpful when we were looking for an apartment.
So.
Those websites are quite good.
Mm-hmm.
They're quite good. They're quite popular. But as I said, it's
But
hard
it's
work.
in French, no?
I think you can change them to English. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
You
Well,
spend more time.
you know what? If it's in French,
You
then
can advance your French.
or use Google Translate.
Yeah.
But it's pretty self-explanatory. They will ask you for things, and you have to submit a dossier, a full file of yourself.
So,
Good luck.
good luck. Or how
But
do
it's
they say in
possible.
French? Bon courage.
Bon courage.
Yeah.